question is that Quezon is a biopic about former Philippine president. With all the recent happenings nowadays, ano yung pwedeng mapulot ng mga tao sa pelikula nyo, particularly in choosing the right leaders?
Choosing the right leaders. Who would you like to answer this? Direct. Choosing the right leaders. Kasi may mga, ang dami ng takeaway di ba?
Pwede may chunurot na lang. Kasi ever since naman ang buong thesis ng trilogy is find the parallelisms between the past and the present. So, wala siyang specific about choosing the right leaders, but it's about trying to find what has changed and what has not changed ever since. Palaging ganun siya. So, hopefully, pag napanood niyo yung pelikula at parang natali niyo na lahat yung buong tema ng tatlong pelikula, hopefully that's enough to inform people kung ano yung pwede nilang baguhin sa sarili nila and kung meron silang kayang gawin para mabago yung sistema, gano'n. But also, it's a way, pero isang mababaw na part. We've always wanted to make history entertaining and compelling to audiences kasi ever since hindi naman talaga malaking bagay yung history sa Filipino citizen kasi hindi natuturo sa atin ng parang yun na, yung kung paano maitatali yung past at present, hindi masyadong natuturo sa atin. It's always about names and dates and yung heroism. Pero in this case, we're hoping na magsimula tayo i-question kung ano ba yung ibig sabihin ng bayani, ng pagkabayani, and kung ano yung mga roots ng mga bagay na nakikita natin ngayon, kung saan sila nanggaling. Kasi meron mga malilinaw na threads kung saan sila nanggaling.
Na sana maging relevant at hindi lang mga minimemorize para maka-answer sa mga test.
Yes, exactly.
Diba? So, paano ito maisa sa buhay, lalo-lalo na ngayon. Thank you for that question. Next.
Hi, good afternoon. I'm Ika Tiveros Chang from Team Pichai. In this day and age of an ever-changing landscape in social media and being at the dawn of AI, how important is a historical film like Quezon?
Nice. That's a good question. Producers and directors as well, no? Sorry. Yeah, Daphne, in an age of AI, bakit importante ang historical film? Or Jake, would you like to
Thank you, Jake.
Fact-checking, right? I mean,
fact-checking.
I use that for me as an actor. For example, when I was given the screenplay, may ginagamit, for me, this is a personal thing that I do. I input the script, the screenplay, the script, and then I put all the historical write-ups about Quezon. So, and then the app that I use, the Google Notebook, helps me make an arc for my character, and then I can have a conversation with the AI.
That's a good prep.
Yeah. It is.
Using technology
me,
now to help you prep. Nice.
Yeah, that's what I do. But it's not for everybody, but it helps me for research.
Wow. But I want to touch on that. Again, historical film direct. I think this should go to you. Dapat bang mawala mga historical film, especially when it comes to this age in technology?
AI is very useful as a tool. Basically anywhere. Pag nagsusulat, pag nagpipitch ka, it's very useful as a tool. Pero once you start relying on it for historical facts, it's never reliable.
Nawawala yung humanity.
And when you ask it to create something for you, then hindi na yun tama. Pero as a tool to help you make some shortcuts in your research, gano'n. And siguro in conceptualizing stuff, yes. Pero yun nga, yung the act of creation itself, it still should be a very human na activity.
May AI ba dito?
Sino AI? Wala.
Future projects?
Wala.
Not in the pipeline. Okay.
Excuse me.
Yes, go ahead, Jonas.
Water, please. What we're trying to say is we have to go back dun sa mga main source ng kuwari, kinukunan natin ng history. Kasi for example, AI, for example, like yung mga, di ba sa Google, ano yan compilation yan ng iba't ibang sources and hindi lahat tama. So, tama si na Direk, pwede siya gawing shortcut para malaman mo kung ano yung mga main source. So, doon pa rin tayo babalik sa knowledge. Kailangan meron kang knowledge sa paggamit at kung paano i-apply. Kasi first time ko yung AI, tawa lang kami ng tawa. Si Ate Ai pala yung kausap ko. Diba?
Therese wants to pipe in. Therese, go ahead.
Going back to the question, in a world full of AI and new technology nowadays, it's so easy to be distorted with fake realities. Wow, oxymoron. Pero yeah, fake realities nowadays, ang bilis na malinlang yung mga tao. Films in general, it's a time capsule of where we are at in this world. So historical films in particular, it's really important because not only nire-research talaga ng mga directors, ng mga writers, yung cast and crew prod, it's really evident na it was made with a purpose for us to know who we are as human beings, na not AI cannot even repeat in its own technology. So yun, for me, historical films is really important to be against AI because unlike AI, films has a purpose that only humans can understand.
Nice. Okay. Okay, Echo, yes, you want to pipe in?
Sorry, can I just piggyback on Terry? Just very, sorry po.
Sorry, Angeli. Sige, Angeli.
One sentence lang, direct, sorry. Bukod sa sinabi ni Terry, it makes it personal kasi. So, mas malalim yung dating sa tao.
POV and perspective. Echo. Thank you for that, Angeli.
Everybody spoke about AI already, but medyo na-skip kasi yung social media. It's very powerful and ever changing, always manipulated. So films like this, it's not only for entertainment. Films like this are made with people who really love cinema and history, and these guys poured 10 years because history is better seen in a bigger screen. And social media, just like films, books, records, kwento, and kung ano-ano, is very important. There are no shortcuts to truth. So you have to know, so you cannot be fooled when it comes to news. You cannot just get your news from social media. You have to, even though we were not born during those times, we have to pay respect to these people who keep it alive. The historians, the writers, the directors, the people who are passionate about it. Yes, it is very important for us because history is knowledge. Knowledge is power.
Pasok si Jones. Thank you for that. And again, let's be discerning with what platform it is you're actually using or watching. Thank you. More questions over there naman?
Philip Kunhig, Hello Bulletin. For Direct Tarong, historical accuracy is always talked about, but like just as we saw in Magellan, there was also questions in terms of what was really accurate in the interpretation. So how do you sift through the facts of Quezon's life? Like it's known he's a elitista, it's also known as a womanizer. How do you sift through that for what you create within this particular film?
I always start with the themes first. So palagi yun yung una. And dun sa tatlong pelikula, palagi may disclaimer naman sa simula na the film is a mixture of fiction and fact, basically. So how to sift through that, I use the themes of the film. In this case, it's the power play na ginagamit ni Quezon throughout his entire career. Since he was a lawyer, hanggang naging governor siya, hanggang naging president siya. So with that theme in place, dun ko malalaman kung kailan ko pwedeng baliin ng konti yung kwento para lang ma-explore ko yung mga tema. And then doon ko rin pwedeng malaman natin kailangan mag-stick ako dito sa fact kasi nandito yung tema na gusto kong paglaruan, kumbaga. So madaming instances sa buhay ni Quezon na gano'n. Kasi when you start reading up on his life, palaging yung mapapansin may yung how he won over someone, how he won over this case, how he won his power play with this person. Palaging gano'n. So it wasn't that difficult sifting through it as long as I had the theme in place.
Thank you for that. And it really goes to show Direk is really at the helm of this film because your perspectives are pretty much showing how you are telling the story. Thank you for that.
Just a fun fact,
Yeah.
last na. If you watch the movie, and please watch the movie, Therese Malvar's character, siya yung actually representation on social media ngayon.
Yeah, watch out for that, October 15. Thank you. Next question, yes.
Good afternoon, Archie Liao from Abante Tonight.